This story is part of CNN Business Nightcap newsletter. To get it in your inbox, sign up for free, here. New York, CNN Business. Here's the big thing to know today: the U.S. economy shrank in the second quarter of the year, and that does indeed meet the unofficial criteria for being in a recession. But, as you probably noticed, we're not rolling out the R word in any definitive way yet. More on that in a minute. The drop in second quarter GDP activity, data that will be revised 2 more times, was driven mostly by a decline in inventory levels, my CNN Business colleagues report. Basically, businesses have been scrambling to replenish stockpiles that got drawn way down during the worst of the pandemic, when all of us were stuck at home thinking about ways to spruce up the house or expand the garden. But now stores find themselves overstocked. We're all shopping a bit less now that pandemic aid has dried up, and we're shelling out whole paychecks on food and gas. The economy is slowing, which is precisely what the Fed wants to happen so that prices can get back to normal. So we're not in a recession? I hate to say it, but it depends on whom you ask. A lot of economists, plus President Joe Biden and Fed Chief Jerome Powell, say it's not likely. Take the GDP data with a grain of salt, as Powell put it yesterday. Plenty of political pundits might say we are. The debate about recession versus not recession is mostly semantics, but I get it. It's comforting to be able to put a label on things as a shorthand for everything that feels crummy. The economy right now is kind of like a patient with a mix of symptoms that don't necessarily align with one disease or another. Something's off, of course, but your doctor isn't going to give you a diagnosis if they don't actually know what's wrong with you, or we hope they wouldn't, anyway. Yeah, we've got chronic inflation and less of an appetite for online shopping. But the labor market is still pretty solid, with unemployment near a 50-year low.